What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA Call of Duty Premier Series Season 6, Race 2. This is qualifying from Atlanta. Later on in the first session, I will have an interview with one of the drivers, Adam Akers, the number 5 for Hendrick Motorsports. That was a last-minute substitute. He wasn't what I had planned at first, but maybe we can get the other guy next week. We also have one for Session 2, or Session B, I guess, but that will be more of a different kind. So usually, leading them out is Brad Stover and Alexander Rowe. Brad Stover, actually, his one and only career Call of Duty Premier Series win came at Race 2 of Season 5, and guess where that was? Atlanta. So Brad coming in here with a ton of confidence in that JGR Dollar General Toyota. Looks like he will be the first one out to set a lap. Yeah, Alexander Rowe in the 2 for Team Penske, Max Claudel, Glenn Dewitt, the rookie driver, in the rookie ride for Team Penske. Then Ryan Kesey, who dominated Daytona last week, led 21 of the 40 laps, was leading with 3 to go and got blocked by a lapped car, fell to 6th, worked his way back up to 2nd, and nearly won it. So Ryan coming into today with vengeance on his mind. Nathan Stapleton for Stewart-Haas Racing, and here comes Brad to complete lap number 1. What will it be? A 26:02, not a bad lap. If he just ran that by himself, I can't wait to see what he runs once he's in the draft. It's an incredible lap compared to, for just single car speed, that's pretty good. Let's see, we got a little draft here between Ryan Kesey, Jeff Bright, and Nathan Stapleton. To the top of the board, Nathan Stapleton, who's drafting up on the 24. This might even be an even better lap, as long as he doesn't try passing the 24 and just pushes him. Here comes Wies von Schmidt in the Roush Fenway Racing rookie ride. Jeff and Nathan had to take not the preferred groove there. Right now, the top 2 are Team Penske cars. You got Logan Claudel and Alexander Rowe. Never mind, now it's Nathan Stapleton and Jeff Bright. Wow. Joseph Rakowski on his first lap. Alright, now let's begin that interview with Adam Akers, driver of the number 5 for Hendrick Motorsports. Take it away. What's going on, guys? Here we are for the first interview of the day. We're here with driver number 5 for Hendrick Motorsports, Adam Akers. Adam, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
You know, I'm really doing great. My first question for you is, last season was not your best, statistic-wise or on-track performance. I want to know how that's going to affect your season moving forward for you and your team.
We're going to have to improve our cars. I feel like we're kind of like back of the pack and we're just getting screwed over, so we got to get in better situations this year and, you know, maybe make it into the chase.
I see. Last week at the duels at Daytona, you were running around P5 with less than 3 to go, and you clipped the wall and got shuffled to the back. What's your mindset now moving forward since you missed the 500 and you're starting in a hole?
It really sucks for our team because we're always working hard out there, and I never want to miss the Daytona 500, but it happens, you know. We just didn't have the best car out there, and we missed it.
Now, with this new rating system we have in place for Season 6, I have to ask. Obviously, you drive a Hendrick Motorsports, and that's not like a startup team, lowest ratings possible, but it's also not like a Team Penske or an RCR. I want to know what strategy you guys will be using throughout the season to get away from that mid-tier rating.
We're obviously not going to be as fast as the other cars like Penske and stuff, but, you know, we can still get up there and finish top 5, top 10 easily, and if those Penske stars have a bad race, then, you know, we can maybe get that first place.
And there we have it. Once again, this was Adam Akers, driver of the number 5 Hendrick Motorsports Chevy. Adam, I want to thank you so much for coming on and being part of this first interview of the season. Hope you have a great race and hope you make Atlanta. Alright, I want to thank Adam for coming on board. Like I said, that was a last-minute decision, so it was really cool of him to quickly just get on and record that with me. He's currently P8, and I did see that wreck while the interview was going on. We will check that out after Session A is over. Keep in mind that with the rules, if I can't control, since it's technically under a practice session, because I can't really do a group qualifying session, I cannot control whether a car goes to the pits and comes out with a brand new car. So the rule is, if you wreck and you can drive back to pit road, you don't go to a backup car. But if you have to get towed, so if your car just disappears and appears back on pit road, you're in a backup car. And if you did have a fast enough time to make it, you'll still make it, but you'll start in dead last. So we will see if whoever was involved in that wreck, it looked like it was a blue car, maybe Isaiah Ford in the 3. Yeah, that one right there. Maybe it was him. If he had to get towed, then he will go to a backup car. Now, one of the biggest stories is going to be later on today in the Amateur Series race. Bullet Bill, the all-time wins leader in the Premier Series. He has 5 career wins, #1 all-time. He is making his Amateur Series debut tonight. He's running double duty this weekend for the first time of his career. He's never ran in an Amateur Series race, and he's doing it with a sponsor, Coors Light on the car for both races, so that's going to be really cool. I'm sure he'll do well. Ryan Kesey, talked about him earlier. I believe we did at least. At Daytona, led over half the race, got blocked by a lap car with 3 to go while leading, fell to 6th, and in 2 laps came from 6th, about a second back, to half a car length away from the win in the Daytona 500. He's currently 3rd, and the way that qualifying works, Lego Bush checking up right for Alvin Summers. The way qualifying works, there's 59 cars registered, 29 cars in each session. Top 13 in this session will automatically make it, because even if Jeff Bright, who's currently the fastest, if he finishes 30th, because the 29 in the other session are all faster than him, well, that's still 13 cars left over that are going to make it. So there's probably more than 13 in each that are making it, but at the very least, 13 from the session will advance. So as long as you're top 13 at the end, just know, regardless of what happens in session 2, you're in. Logan Claudel for Team Penske right now. 3 of the top 4 are Team Penske with a Hendrick Motorsports car, which you heard what Adam Akers said about if Team Penske has a bad day, then maybe they can capitalize, get a win. Jeff Bright's doing that for the pole right now, which is awesome. It's crazy. The way the rating system works, Team Penske and RCR are all at 100 and everything. Hendrick Motorsports, so the 5, the 24, the 25, and the 48, they are all at 92s. Or 94s, actually, excuse me. So, they'd be 94 to 100. So right now, Jeff Bright could have 100 and everything, but yeah, you guys understand how it works. Burt Ford for DEI running 13th. Colin Francis for the startup team Black Flag Autosport, 26th. Daniel Guerrero in the number 08 for DEI in the rookie ride. Can you talk about that 08 car, man? Last week at Daytona, Paul Wright nearly won the Daytona 500, and now Daniel Guerrero, who's taking over for this week, currently P6 in Session 1, or Session A. Dalton Riley, P27, man, he missed the Daytona 500, and it looks like he might miss Atlanta as well. He's the only driver in history to win a race in both amateur, trucks, and Premier. He might be able to get some draft off these guys to run an even better lap, but I don't know, he might fall too far back. We're going to keep the camera on him. He's starting his first lap. He might need to draw back a little more so he can get a nice run. But right now, P27 in extreme danger for Dalton Riley to miss 2 consecutive races in a Joe Gibbs Racing car. Oh, this might be a real good lap here. I don't know, there's not really enough cars in this pack to go and challenge Jeff Bright for the pole, I don't think. He's ran his best lap. Still 28th? Wow, okay, he is second to last right now. Unbelievable. Maybe he can run a little better here. Don't go 3 wide, though, because that'll cost you a lot. It's be really, really shocking if Dalton Riley misses 2 consecutive races. .25, 5.88. That's still 27th. Wow. This is crazy. I don't think he's going to make it. There's not much he can do. There's not enough cars in this pack. Jeff Bright flying by Eli Bright. Something might be wrong with Eli. He's going real off pace. I don't know. He's speeding up now. 30 seconds remaining. It's probably like a minute because there's still the runoff time. Let's go up to the pack. Donovan Dewitt P2. We've talked about him before. Finished second in trucks and amateur points last week. Bullet Bill, your all-time wins leader, in danger of not even making Atlanta. He did make the amateur race, so that's good. I believe he qualified 28th. Do it. Joe Jefferson, Logan Claudel, and Nathan Stapleton, Isaiah Ford P13. We talked about that top 13 automatically locked in, so he's literally potentially on the final transfer spot. Nathan Stapleton, Logan Claudel, or not, it's Glenn Dewitt. Never mind, the other Team Penske car. Lego Bush, 10 seconds remaining in that runoff time. Brett Stover, 20 seconds. Shocking. Adam Akers, 11th. We still have to go check out those guys involved in that wreck. Few pulling off to the pits. All right, I know this says 25 seconds remaining, but these lap times are not counting. So, you see up there on the top, that won't update. So, we'll be right back, see what happened in that crash. All right, it was Logan Claudel in the 22 for Team Penske. He was top 5, so hopefully he doesn't have to go to a backup car, because that was a really good lap. He tried pulling down to the pits, and Lego Bush was down there already. Hard hit into the wall. I could have sworn I saw a blue car involved. Oh, no. Oh, it was Isaiah Forward. Oh, man. Oh, Jonathan Hobson and Ryan Kesey got a piece of it. Does he need a tow? Logan Claudel's going to a backup car, regardless. Now let's go watch the 00. I believe Isaiah Forward needed a tow as well. Joseph Rakowski got in it. Let's see. Jonathan Hoff's going to get towed. Logan Claudel's going to get towed. I feel like Isaiah Forward did as well just because I didn't see him. Wow, the 27 barely got through that. Yeah, Isaiah Ford's definitely going to need a tow. Wow, Isaiah's going to a backup car as well. Last I saw, he was P13 at the end of the run. So that means he's in it, but he's going to need a backup. Ryan Kesey and Joseph Rakowski, I saw them both. Got a piece. Alright, Ryan does not go to a backup car. It is Joseph Rakowski, though. He's off pace. He limped his way back. Alright, Joseph will not go to a backup car either. Let's go look at your official results. Just pause that because that don't matter. Okay, that's not it. Don't look at that. That's false. This is your official. We'll look at your top 13 because those are the guys that are pretty much locked in. Or that are locked in. Jeff Brett on the provisional pole. Then Donovan Dewitt second. Ryan Kesey third. Logan Claudel fourth. He's in the race, but he'll be starting in the back. So Logan Claudel going to a backup. Yeah, Daniel Gittero, Keon Eddington, Joseph Rakowski, and Nathan Stifton running out your top 10. Then Glenn Dewitt, Adam Akers, Mo Akers, and Jonathan Hoff, who made it, going to backup. Isaiah Ford, though, as well, top 15. There's a good chance he'll make it as well. And if he does, he's going to a backup. Everyone else finished. Dalton Riley and Alexander Rowe are probably going to miss, and that is crazy because they both missed Daytona, and they're two really top-tier rides. Team Penske, obviously, one of the best cars. That is a 100 rating. Or 98 rating, excuse me, and Dalton Riley's at a 92, so literally mid-class, but still, it's crazy. Philip John Roush missing, Ruben Claudel probably going to miss as well. Brad Stover, Eli Bright, Bullet Bill, unbelievable. All right, we'll be back for session number 2. So glad my mic was muted, and here we are for session 2 of the BORA College Premier Series Season 6, race number 2, qualifying from Atlanta. I don't know why I said that all again. But anyways, looks like Food Sack will be the first one out. We do have another interview for this session, but it's not going to be like Adam Akers in session 1. We caught up to Jay Jefferson, and he gave a BORA.com exclusive, which I'll read off to you guys. And I'll also put it up on screen for you to read for yourselves if I go too fast or too slow, or I just sound stupid. But either way, we'll do that in a little bit once Jay hits the track. But Food Sack will be the first one to go for a lap. You got Tim Randolph, the rookie for RCR, but he's not in the rookie ride. He's just a rookie driver. You got Luciano Rees, Hunter Spartan, and Brayson Mitchell. Brayson's the only Akers Racing car to make the Daytona 500. Drew Charles, another startup team, Braun Racing. Vutsacco is on his green lap. .845 remaining. If you're wondering why some drivers have a 41, 42 second lap time, that's just because their pit stall is on the back half of pit road, which means they have to cross the finish line to get out of the pits. So that lap really doesn't count. It's just where their pit stall was. But Food Sack at 26.009. I have qualifying from session A up on my phone, so we can see how these times will stack up against the first session. Really surprised to see the 89. Okay, I guess he's drafting off the 77. Let's say, really surprised to see the Acres Racing car outspeed the Hunter Spartan car from Team Penske. But if he's in the draft, that makes sense. They've already whittled it down to only half a second off, and there's really no packs like there were in Session A going right now, which is pretty incredible. These guys are flying. Chris Mitchell goes back up to the top spot. Remember in Session 1, Jeff Bright was the pole sitter with a 25.202. So right now the fast time here is Brace Mitchell with a 25.521. Just about 3/10 off. Once you get a couple more cars in these packs, I reckon they'll start whittling down. Yep, 473 there. Ooh, Samet Oskin to the top of the board. Never mind. Now it's Drew Charles for Braun, which is real crazy. I'm getting a little bit of frame rate lag. My computer's dying on me, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wow. Acres Racing, they had a terrible time in Speed Weeks. Right now they're 3rd and 4th. I know it's still early on in this session, but my goodness. Tom Akers currently running down in 6th in that orange number 49. He didn't even make the Daytona 500, so. There's Caitlin Wilhelm. She's making her Premier Series debut in the rookie ride for Rich Petty Motorsports. I want to quickly brag about Caitlin Wilhelm because this lady, she is so fast. She won the Amateur Series race at Daytona, and then she qualified pole for the Amateur Series race later on tonight. One other thing I didn't really realize, I never mentioned because I didn't realize it till yesterday during amateur qualifying, I believe. Caitlin Wilhelm in the 45 amateur car for Rich Petty Motorsports won Daytona, and then the Premier Series, TJ Hanley in the 45 car for Rich Petty Motorsports won the Daytona 500. So Rich Petty Motorsports is on it this year. Nick Ventura, who missed the Daytona 500, currently 24th, but he could be setting himself up for a really good lap as he is drafting help from behind, and he's getting drafted off of Caitlin Wilhelm. See what he runs. Speaking of the 45, TJ Hanley now in the top spot. And just like in Session 1, top 13 automatically will lock themselves in. Nick Flood, last season's champion, P15. There's Perry Allen, Tyler Kaiser, TJ Friend, Sacco. And I apologize for people in the background, by the way. There is Jay Jefferson. Now let's read off what he said in that BORA.com exclusive. I asked him multiple things, and he morphed it all into one. I asked him what it was like last season being in that underfunded ThorSport, how his Daytona 500 went, and honestly just how he's looking forward to the season up ahead. And here's what he said. Well, we started decent. We had a pretty fast Skittles Toyota, but we were just the wrong place at the wrong time. I hate it for my guys, Joe Gibbs Racing. They gave me a good car. However, this is just Daytona, and we have a lot of races to get something going. Move on to the next question. Last season with ThorSport, we started out great, but gradually got worse and worse. I was not happy with ThorSport's performance, so they let me go and shut down the team before the Homestead race. And JGR decided to provide support for a 13 car so I could run the race instead of being on the sidelines. After we almost won the race, Joe Gibbs decided to sign me on to drive the 18. When I got the call from Coach, I was in shock, but at the same time humbled at the opportunity that was presented to me. I've got big shoes to fill. But if we can come together as a team and be consistent, we can make a lot of noise in the College Premier Series. I'm excited. And honestly, we're excited for you too, Jay, as he now is going to move up into P12. So obviously that was all on screen. It might have been a little delayed or a little ahead just because of, I don't know how fast I was talking. So let's get going. We're under halfway, or we're over halfway through Session 2 in qualifying. Remember, the Amateur Series race will be up later tonight. About an hour or so. I don't know what time this is going up, but I feel like it's going to be around 7 Central. I'm not too sure. Here comes Tim Randolph. He's already in 9th, but he wants to go out and improve his time. Mohamed Zayn P20. A bunch of cars bringing it down pit road. Caitlin Winters making her Premier Series debut in the Robert Yates Racing rookie ride. She's got some medals came behind her. I'm getting a little bit of frame rate lag, so I apologize. Ooh, there's a wreck. I don't know who was in it. We'll check it out after this session, like we did in Session 1. Caitlin Winters, though, with Nick Ventura. Nick up to P3. He missed Daytona. He doesn't want to miss this one, too. Caitlin's going to pull off, get some fresh tires. See if anyone in this little pack will improve their lap. Nope, but Angie Brown is at the top of the board for Everham. Nick Flood, P6. A lot of cars right down pit road. I just hate getting stuck on cars that are on pit road. Tyler Flood for Kesey Motorsports. We're watching Ramey and Fisher P5. While we're on Nick Ventura, I guess we can take the time to say that Nick Ventura is going to be helping in the commentary for the FedEx Amateur Series race later tonight. He wasn't in the all-star car for Rich Childress Racing again like he was at Daytona, so he decided to stop by and just give us a helping hand. So that'll be interesting for later on tonight. Getting a lot of frame rate lag now. Really hope I'm qualifying in soon. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, it just like, it went from 22 frames to 79 right there. Oh, back down to 12. Lovely. I'm not going to be talking about that because I know how annoying that gets. It's like a broken record. So there's only 2 minutes remaining. It's just qualifying. It's not going to take away from the video, I suppose. Kenneth Graves up to P10 in the Joe Gibbs Racing rookie ride. I tried recording or restarting the recording there, see if that helps out a little bit. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., 29th now for that Kesey Motorsports. 53. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to actually make the race. Under 2 minutes remaining. Looks like restarting the recording actually helped. Alright, good to know. Here comes Tom Akers back out. P17 now. Or P17 still for that Akers Racing number 49. His teammate Brayson Mitchell's down in 22nd, so this is where you see the rating system really come into effect. I feel like it'll be a lot easier once we get past race number 4, starting race number 5, where we'll do like a last chance qualifier race, and only 26th through 59th in points will be in it. So top 25 in points will already be locked in. So that means, you know, it'll be easier for them, I suppose. They'll be in a pack the whole time. A lot more passing. Right now, the 2 Akers Racing cars out there together, the 49 and the 89. Brayson Mitchell in the 89 is a 3-time College Premier Series winner. He's not used to being in equipment this sketchy. He's trying everything right now. He's up to P18. Right behind P17 of his teammate. Got another car up in this pack of the 37 of Kyle Kesey. Tim Randolph in the 30 up to 9th. Let's see if they can run a better lap here. The 37 is going to hold up the 89 pretty good. Tim did not improve. No one in this pack really did. 10 seconds remaining, then we have the runoff time. You can just see the speed difference in terms of the 30 to the startup teams of Kesey and Akers. Looks like Angie Brown will be the fastest throughout this session as everyone is now completing their final runs. And comparing Session A and Session B, morphing it together. The fastest time in Session A was Jeff Bright with a 25.202. Angie Brown's 25.313 would actually put her in 6th. So, real interesting. So everyone is finishing. We're going to accelerate now because this little runoff period right here is pointless. It doesn't really matter because the lap times aren't counting. So we'll look at your top 13 to see those who officially lock their way in, irregardless. You got Angie Brown first, your Daytona 500 winner TJ Hanley second, Nick Ventura, who missed Daytona, P3. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. That just about gave me a heart attack. I'm not even going to edit that out. TJ Friend fourth, Capula Bay, your Daytona 500 pole sitter fifth. His teammate Ramey Fisher sixth. Nick Flood, last season's champion, in seventh. Kim Villano eighth. Max Anderson, another Red Bull, in ninth. Tim Randolph 10th. Kenneth Graves in the Joe Gibbs Racing rookie ride in 11th. Perry Allen, his teammate, in 12th. And Drew Charles for Braun, getting all the way up to P13. How about that? Notables, there's Jay Jefferson. We heard his little BORA.com exclusive. Then you got Caitlin Winters, the rookie ride for Robert Yates Racing, in 15th. Al Hunter, the rookie ride for Chip Nash Racing, 17th. The two Akers Racing boys in 18th and 19th. Kyle Kesey, 21st. Hunter Spartan all the way down 22nd. He might miss. Caitlin Wilhelm, who's been riding a load of success, might miss. Luciana Reese as well. And then Tyler Kaiser, Tyler Flood, and Zach Fitzwater Sr. Not a good day for Kesey Motorsports. that was qualifying for the Call of Duty Premier Series race at Atlanta for tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, the amateur race will be in a couple of hours. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. I lied. There was actually a wreck that I forgot to go look at. I believe it was Tyler Flood in the 92. Let's see. Oh, he got dumped by Mohammed Zain. He tried blocking. Will he go to a backup car? Hold the brakes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Kenneth Graves got in it. Kenneth actually... Oh, upside down goes Tyler Flood. That's the second KC Motorsports car to flip this weekend. Kenneth Graves disappeared. He's going to a backup. Tyler Flood backup, and Thibaut Claudel going to a backup. So that was qualifying. The 96, 92, and 42 all going to backups. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you. Bye.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass, never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane? He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide? 'Cause if you're Daytona bound, let me wonder you're in for a ride.